Alright, boys. Episode 2, here it is. Now, how's it going, everyone? I'm RJ, host of the Group Podcast. How is everyone today?
Pretty good.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, anyways, I'm joined here today with my co hosts, Steven,
Oh well.
Dalton,
Howdy doody. You guys are expecting.
and Tristan.
No, funny. What?
And Tristan.
Hey there.
So, topics, I see. Yes. Alright, let me bring up the thing. Food
The first thing
experiences.
Yes.
That's the first thing that you came up with, Dalton.
Yeah, like that. Like back a few hours ago, that's what I came up with.
It was before we went to the park and just like chill.
Yeah,
for
because
a bit.
what popped into my head was I was on a road trip and got like McDonald's on the way. So, and everyone knows McDonald's plus road trip. It's not good for your stomach. So I
It's
almost
not the
threw up in the
best.
car.
I completely believe that. Every time, okay, so like 2017 and onwards, I never got McDonald's because of the fact that they changed their patties. Not like the burger patties or not they changed their buns. And they were absolutely awful. They were stiff. I don't know if they were stale, but they were stiff.
Really?
Yes, they were very
Dang,
chewy. I did not
I haven't
enjoy
had-
them whatsoever.
I haven't
never
had
noticed
McDonald's
that.
in I haven't had McDonald's in a hot minute, dude. I went there.
Then again, I did get McDonald's a little bit after. I think it was last year, maybe once, or the year before that. It was back to kind of normal, like, since I had it. But even then, the only thing that I'd probably get from McDonald's is, like, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's low key the best thing on the menu.
I always get spicy chicken sandwiches. That's all.
If
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a spicy chicken sandwich, I'm either going to Chick-fil-A or Wendy's.
Wait. Have you heard of Eureka Eatery?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's like this really cool spot. It's like in a gas station, right? And it's like chicken sandwiches galore. And there was this spicy chicken. It even made my dad cry, and he's all about the spice. You remember that one Halloween? He gave you, me, Clay, and Tristan a pepper.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that pepper was good. I'm gonna be honest.
So
It
if there's a
hurt, but
spice
it
to
was
get-
good.
So there was a spice that got him to cry. He somehow got me to taste it, and I had diarrhea for the rest of the night.
Oh.
I was like, God damn, I need some Tums. Ah!
All right. I guess that falls under the food experience, doesn't it, Steven? We did the spice challenge.
Yeah, that's coming pretty soon. It's in the editing process right now.
I
That's
still didn't
good.
participate in it. Whoop-de-doo.
We'll get him one
Probably
day.
happy about that.
You're gonna get me on the rebound. See, you didn't even tell me when the spice challenge was gonna be done, though.
That's true. I think you went back to your house that day to do something, and then you came back. Either that, or you just didn't have time to do it.
It
No,
was
that
just so painful.
no. Okay, that was the time because I got my retainers in, and we were sleeping over at Tristan's with like Aiden and Jacob, I think, after Clayton's birthday. Remember?
No, that wasn't when we did the spicy stuff.
No, but that was when I had to go and come back.
No, but I'm pretty sure
So-
you did that again. Or you did that before once.
Well, then I have no idea what you're talking about.
I probably don't either.
Another weird ass food experience is that I've okay, so basically, you know how a lot of grandmas, they always put like either like too much sugar in their cookies, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever noticed that the cookies at our Subway, the Subway near us, they have the exact same taste and texture?
I mean, that's usually a good thing. Because, like, if I'm gonna pay for a cookie, I want it to be that good.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
See, actually, my grandma, she Since my grandpa died back in when I was in 7th grade, that would be 20. What year would that be? Hang on.
Like 2016 for you.
I think, yeah. Yeah, 2016. He died back in 2016. And ever since then, my grandma, she has so, like, she could not stop baking. She needed something to do to keep her hands full.
To cope
So,
with.
yeah, so she started baking a lot more. And I gotta say, Texas brownies, dude, they're the bomb.
For real. I
Yeah.
understand what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's y'all's favorite foods?
Ooh.
Sushi.
Sushi?
Hey, I'm
An
fascinated by
interesting
this.
food.
That
How
that
did
was
you
a
learn to
quick
like
answer.
sushi?
That was a quick
I just
answer.
started liking it.
I mean, it's just
Really?
fish.
I got it from Shogun, if you guys ever heard of it.
Yeah,
It's,
I heard
they
of
cook in
Shogun.
front of you and stuff. I
Mhm.
tried it, and
Oh,
Yeah, of
I've
course.
I
never
just got
had
into it.
sushi.
that sounds awesome.
Sushi is amazing.
I don't think I
I,
would like it, to be honest with you. I like
I,
fish, but I don't think I would like sushi.
I like most Asian cuisines.
I,
Sushi being one of them. Ramen bowls.
Yeah.
Even like meat platters. I don't know what any of them are called, but you can get like a platter, right? And it's just like vegetable, and then it has a meat type of thing going around it, and then they put whatever seasoning on it. It's really good.
that's true.
They do that with sushi too. Uh, but saying it in general, I love sushi rolls. They're really nice.
Yeah, man, it was just weird how Tristan automatically said sushi. I didn't expect that.
What
You
can
guys
I
don't know
say?
that's my favorite food?
No, we
I
know
didn't know that
we know
either.
your last name sounds sort of Asian, but god damn.
I think one of my favorite foods is a dish called cordon bleu, where it's a piece of chicken in the center. It's
Okay.
surrounded by cheese and it gets melted during the cooking process. Then around the cheese is a layer of either like beef or ham
Okay.
or even pork. Pork works too. And then outside of that is breading. And it's kind of like a hot pocket, but it's a bit smaller and it's a bit thicker.
All right, nice.
It's really good.
Steven, what about you?
Uh, I'm probably gonna be kind of generic. My favorite food is probably just pizza or something.
I gotta say, uh, growing up nowadays, I've started to like slowly stop eating pizza because
I mean,
Really?
it's like a repetitive food, you know?
well, it just depends on what type of pizza you're eating. Like, have you ever had the mashed potato pizza at Clam Diggers?
No, not at
That
all.
stuff is awesome. Basically, it's your average pizza crust, and instead of pizza sauce, it's mashed potatoes, and then cheese, any other topping you want, and it's all just delicious.
Have you ever
See,
been to 1000 Degrees? Which is like another pizza place, and then they have like this big oven, right? They put it in and stuff, and like the pizza's like flat, but it's
Wait, what's
like
it called?
1000 Degrees.
Oh, never heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either. But what I want to say is, okay, so weird thing is, at this school, Carlson, yeah,
Yeah.
they before last year. So when they actually did, like you go to lunch, you wait in the line, you get your lunch, you pay for
Yeah,
it.
and the teachers try to shove their way to the front to get food first.
They do that every single time.
Their
Move out of the
excuses,
way.
their excuses to grade papers. Uh huh. And then a
Yeah,
week
okay.
later, oh, here's that paper. Cool. Why?
Still haven't graded this yet, so I'll accept it.
God damn it! It's been an entire month since our last test. When is the grade coming out?
Yeah. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. They have this taco pizza, right? And
Really?
there's shredded lettuce, there's meat, I think there's some sort of meat bits. There's obviously normal cheese on the pizza, so like, you cover the cheese on the pizza. But instead of like, pizza sauce, marinara sauce, they put salsa on it.
Or is that the taco pizza?
Yeah, that's a taco pizza.
I remember
It's
you always
so
like tried to
good.
get that.
I
I
never
don't think
heard
I've
of
ever
it, but I
tried it.
want it.
Every time that I went to lunch and they had it, I would always get it.
Dang.
It's like, I would see a different type of pizza and I'm like, damn, is that taco pizza? That sounds good.
Yeah. I reckon that sounds awesome.
I want to bring up something for a sec. Going back to the school thing, where I heard about this thing where going through the halls and stuff, and like you were allowed to swear during the halls, and my reaction to it was just, really? Oh my god, I'm gonna let it all out.
Oh yeah, I know I know me and Tristan were talking about that too. It was one of the things that we said earlier, one of the topics that we were going to talk about in another video, but I gotta say, yeah, when I was hearing from like some group of kids and it's like, yeah, you're allowed to swear, or I hear you're allowed to swear in the middle school, and I'm like, okay. There is no way that the teachers actually allow you to swear. So I get into middle school. I'm like swearing kind of like half-assed because I don't wanna upset the teachers, but like I also want to swear. So I'm like,
Right.
if they don't hear me, then I'm not gonna get in trouble, and it's an applicable factor that I made to middle school and high school, and for the most part, it's right. I mean, you're not allowed to swear, but, there's so many kids that are swearing in the hallways that teachers don't really care.
Yeah, they just wait for you to be the only one swearing. Like, everyone goes silent, and you're all of a sudden, you're like, "Fuck!" And then they're like, all this attention for you, mister. And then everyone continues going, fuck, 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 fuck.
Dalton, funny enough, that actually happened to me with Mr. Lipto.
No, I
Did?
cannot.
Yeah.
Save that story for another time. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear that one.
Jesus Christ.
So we went through. Oh wait, I didn't even say my favorite food. I forgot about me. It's like, hey yo, fuck me. Anyway, we forgot.
Dalton, what's your favorite food?
All right, my favorite food's got. Well, you guys kind of know this, because my favorite food has to be omelets. Because I'm able to like just make my own, and it's very easy and just nice. It's like a freaking breakfast. It's like a freaking egg pancake.
Yeah,
It's just
true.
egg and cheese.
But you
Yeah,
could put
omelets are
more
good.
things in it, like pepper. You can add salt. You could add spices. You could add
Tabasco.
ham. You could add bacon bits.
Tabasco sauce, ham. Oh,
Tabasco,
man.
maybe even Valentino sauce.
Dude, I normally make my omelets with like 2 eggs, but this morning when I did 3, it was so thick.
Fluffy.
It was like, yeah, fluffy as an actual pancake. I was like, oh my god, I should do 3 more often.
When I go to
Damn.
Leo's, I get omelets a lot.
Fluffy as an omelet. Damn.
Damn.
Okay, so. A way to
Wait.
connect the topics from food to camping. This doesn't make any sense, but since it's kind of like a part of camping, I'm gonna include it anyways.
Well, I got you on that one. I got you. I know
No,
exactly.
no. I have the best story ever. You guys already know about it, but the viewers don't.
My next question was going to be worst food experience, but okay.
Not yet. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that first.
Yeah, let's do that first, and then I'll do the tie-in to the next.
Okay. What was your guys' worst food experience?
Probably downing over 30 Reaper almonds.
Oh no, RJ.
I'm not gonna lie, that hurt.
Yeah, definitely not the other day when you shoved a whole pizza down your throat in 2 bites.
It was one bite.
I remember that.
You remember the Reaper almonds?
No, eating the whole pizza at Trevor's.
Oh, that was so long ago! Dude, she got us this big ass pizza and we ate like more than half the thing.
Yeah. What the All right. Justin, what was your worst food experience?
I can't think it quite right now. Steven, would you got?
I don't have one specifically. One of them is that spicy challenge, I guess. I didn't have a very good reaction.
See, to state on that, I overreacted so much.
Yeah, too, but whatever. It'll be entertaining.
Okay.
It will be entertaining.
I actually have sort of two worst experience. One of them is basically from. I don't think it's the worst experience for him, but I gotta say it was the weirdest for him. My worst experience, probably has to be when like probably when I had that spicy chicken that my dad somehow made me eat. I was probably just feeling ballsy, and then I turned the toilet brown. Because why not? And then, like, the weirdest experience. It was so weird because there's this pizza buffet. So whenever we visit my grandma, and sometimes this would land on my birthday, sometimes this would land on some occasion, but there was this awesome, like, pizza buffet area that we would like to drive to and go to. And they have everything. Like, they got a whole bunch of, I don't even know what kind of pizzas to list off, but they got some dessert pizzas as well.
Yo. Oh, that reminds me. Pizza Hut had like a brownie pizza.
Right, so,
Or no, a cookie pizza. I wanted to get it, but I think that'd be way too much for me.
that's not the weirdest part, though. The weirdest part is it was like I can't remember if it was during an occasion or we were just there, but me and my brother were downing so many pizzas. I stopped at one point, but my brother ended up eating so much that he threw up and then went back and went and just ate more.
I've done that before with something. I don't remember what it was though.
That's how much
This
of food
time
he's
another bad food experience for me.
Oh.
Okay, so this was when I was really little. I was probably like 6 or 7,
Yeah,
and
classic.
so I had tried a pickle for the first time, and then after eating that, like very shortly after, I had a chocolate bar. I ate like a lot of it, and it mixed together in my stomach and caused me to puke.
You know what? That happened to me too, but instead of a pickle and a chocolate bar, it was onion rings and a marshmallow.
Oh,
Oof.
that sounds like such a bad
So
combination.
Bruv.
okay, so I'm gonna say the story now.
Do
It
it.
was one night. It was me, Tristan, and Clayne. We were at
Alright.
Tristan's house. It was past midnight,
Oh,
and we wanted to light a bonfire.
oh, you got. That just
Oh
reminds me of the
boy.
time we went over to
So-
Tristan's and we tried lighting a fire and fucked it up because we couldn't do it.
So I went inside. I grabbed the lighter, and I grabbed a Triscuit.
He means
We went
the
back
cracker of
outside.
it.
Yeah, you know the Triscuit cracker because of his nickname?
You gotta say that to the camera though, because they gotta think, wait.
Okay, so
Tris-
the joke is, well, it's not even a joke, but like,
we like to call Tristan Trisket.
yeah, his nickname is Triscuit. Anyways,
'Cause we're-
I take a Triscuit, I light it on fire, and just like that, we have a bonfire up until 3 a.m. And we sit out there sitting by it. I swear to God.
You
This
just sit by it at 3 a.m. when it's just out?
No. It was
We
still
basically
going
just
at 3
vibed out
a.m.
there.
Oh, so y'all were just out there till 3 a.m. just vibing.
Mhm.
Ooh, spooky story.
But the thing is, I lit a bonfire with a Triscuit.
I know, that's freaking. the time you did that, the other time, what the fuck am I trying to say?
The second time we tried to do that,
Yeah,
it didn't work.
the second time we tried to do that, and I was there, and Aiden was there, and Clayton was at work or something. No, he wasn't at work. He had to get up for work. And you
Yeah.
tried using a Triscuit, and it fucked up. You tried using cardboard, it didn't work.
And then
and
I
then you-
realized cardboard doesn't burn as well.
Yeah, after like a few days. And then you guys grab a flamethrower for the fire.
Dude, we
That
need
did
one of
absolutely
those.
nothing.
We need
I
one of
know.
those lighters that had like the long end to it, kind of like what those kids brought to practice.
Oh no, dude.
We needed one of those, not no cigarette lighter.
Dude.
A grill lighter, yeah.
Completely forgot. This kid's bringing a lighter to practice. Freaking Dick even showing up, just like, hey yo, who wants to commit arson with me?
Yeah.
Why should they bring a lighter to practice?
Because Nacho said so as a joke, and then they were like, oh yeah, here, we brought a lighter. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? So, the reason I told that story is because bonfires and campfires have a lot to do with camping, and camping was our next topic.
Dude, you all gotta hear this, okay? I was camping out. This was like when I used to RV camp. Not really like roughing it campus and like tents and shit, which is the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I used to camp out in an RV, and I was like, what, maybe 5, 6 ish, and it's not really surprising that I still remember this, but like, that's basically age where I still had to go to the restroom with my dad. We ended up going to the like the what the fuck am I thinking? Outhouse bullshit. Communal bathrooms, and we were over there. We were over there just getting ready to go sleep for the night. I told my dad, hey, I'm gonna over back to the campsite. So guess what? My 6-year-old mind is, oh, I'm gonna walk out the door and it's straight ahead. Nope, out the door, back the other way. So I got lost and kept going. Thought I saw the campsite and that's how I got lost. I was there for I'd assume maybe 30 minutes, and these nice people. It wasn't like 30 minutes the entire till I met these nice people. Like that was probably like 5 minutes in. They just watched over me, and my mom eventually found me.
Interesting.
Very interesting. The only thing that comes to my mind when I think camping is 3 trips. My first trip, I go up north to my cabin every year. We have 30 acres now of property and a big tractor that we use to plow like fields and stuff, and we're gonna be planting fields for deer because, we hunt. Anyways, my
Nice,
first trip.
Ron.
Nice one, Ron. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze?
I sneezed. Am I not allowed to sneeze?
Anyways, my first trip that I could think of is we go up to the cabin, and then my dad's like, yeah, you want to camp out in a tent? And I'm like, sure. So,
Chicken fin in it.
no, this is when I was like 8.
So what? You were skinny back then?
Yeah,
Oh, impressive.
kinda. I mean, I kept the same body shape for my entire life, but it just came with me,
Most of your entire life.
I guess. Anyways, the thing is, I camped there, and then the second story comes to mind with Boy Scouts. I dropped Boy Scouts because it got boring, but
I did Boy Scouts too.
And tell Kevin to be like RJ.
Guess who was my scout leader? Take a guess.
I don't want to fucking know because I just don't want to do
It
Boy
was
Scouts.
Brock.
Was it really?
Yeah, I actually knew Mr. Brockington before we did band. I was in like 3rd grade or 4th grade.
Wait, does
That's
he know?
cool.
Oh yeah, he remembers us.
God,
He's
what
tried
the-
to recruit me to Eagle Scouts and stuff, but I don't know. I just haven't done it yet.
I remember my scoutmaster, and actually, my scoutmaster's son actually just graduated this year from our school.
Wow.
He was pretty cool. Anyways, my second camp trip was during Scouts, and it was a fort in Michigan. I think it was Fort Wayne, to be more specific. But
Okay.
I could be retarded. and I could not know what it's called. But it's near here, kinda, and there was a bunch of ruins, and we went through there. I'd like to go back there again and maybe explore it with the boys, but it's just it's quite a long. Like I don't know how far it is away, and I want to say a wrong name, but I think it's Fort Wayne. I could be retarded again. I don't know. And then my third camping trip. Tristan knows this because it was for Tristan. It was me, Tristan, Clayne, and Jacob. And I remember Jacob never came out of his tent.
Yeah.
Dude, he just kind of like sat in there.
Well, he didn't want to go in the
Kind of
ravine.
introvert. Just sit in one room. That has to be boring.
I don't know how, man.
That's why I prefer being an omnivore, you know? I hate people, but I'll go outside at least.
My mentality was, at some point in this time that we're here, we get to go rafting. And we did, and that was fun. I'm not gonna lie, Tristan, that was a good time.
Have you ever been tubing with my dad? God damn, the amount of water.
Here's a story. We took an inflatable mattress and kind of went down the river with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry,
Bring
Tristan.
sea shanties,
Bro.
boys.
I don't remember. Did we just found that, or was that one of mine?
It was someone's. I don't remember whose it was, but it was someone's. Maybe it was an extra.
I remember going on it, and then we were so far, and then you and Clayne coming over. It's like checking if I'm alive.
Dude, he left, and I was like, okay. Was I supposed to spot him? And they're like, yeah, you were supposed to spot him. And I'm like, oh, shit. So he's all the way down the river. Me and Clayne start running down the river to try and find him. Like, 15 to 20 minutes later, we see him, and we're like, oh my god, he's alive, yes. His parents aren't going to be mad. Let's go.
Yeah, we're not gonna have to throw a funeral and then him walk in and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I just want to imagine that you two like floating down the river on a mattress.
No, it was just me, and then it was just Clayne, and then there was like this really deep
We did it one at a
drop-off.
time.
There was this
Oh.
really deep drop off, and they said there were snakes in the water, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. So it
Was this like Lake Erie water?
no.
Because technically, if there's a lot of snakes, they actually just scurry away. Okay, this is actually kind of weird. I have jumped off a dock. It was pretty cold, but I jumped off the dock, and my head was right next to a water snake. It slithered away, but I was like, oh, fuck, really? I didn't even see it. Everyone was just like, dude, there's a water snake by your head. I was like, fuck, what?
That's
Yeah,
funny.
water snakes creep me out. I don't like them.
I don't like how there's snakes that can swim. I, for some reason, have a phobia of snakes. When I used to have a pet that I really wanted, that, guess what, was a snake.
That's weird.
Regular
know.
snakes don't really bother me, but just like the fact that they can swim makes it worse.
Yeah.
The thought of them having hands and legs.
No, that's just lizards.
Yeah, exactly.
Steven Universe. They don't have any arms.
I don't have any arms. Steven, the other day you were crying about snakes. Dude.
But like, yeah. So where we were at, it was our campsite. It was like, let's put it in the sense that it was the tip of Florida, and then it would just go up, and then it would get bigger as you go up.
Okay.
And then that was a campground. And then our region was just like the last part. And then, so we set up our campsite. We were floating down the river. But there's this like turning area, and it's a really big space, and it goes down maybe 30, 40-ish feet. We could get to a deep point, but I got to the point, and I'm 6'4". I was probably 6'2.5" back then, and I couldn't touch the bottom. Even swimming down, I couldn't touch the bottom.
Oof.
So me and Clayne were out there. We were just vibing. And Tristan was over there on the side, and we had set up lights. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty good time. It was like maybe 8:39 at night. It was completely dark out.
Dang.
It was fun though. Definitely would do that again.
Yeah, we need to do that. I
For
wasn't there
sure.
for that one. So.
So this is actually pretty weird, but um, I don't really camp on land that much, so I don't really go to many like campsites like Sterling City or anything like that, and I don't really end up camping in tents ever since we got our I don't want to say yacht, more like mini yacht,
It's
because
more
it's
of a boathouse or a camping boat.
call it what you want. I don't give a shit what it is.
It's basically a camper on a boat, is what you're trying to say.
Basically, yeah, and it could fit the five of us, so like me, my brother, my sister, parents, and we all just end up camping out on that. We'll end up like docking somewhere. One time we actually went over to Cedar Point to camp. So my dad actually drove the boat across Lake Erie just to get to Ohio. It took about 3 hours.
Jesus,
And it
that's
was and it was raining. Imagine getting rained on while you're trying to drive a boat to Ohio.
That sounds miserable.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I
Like
want to get into camping. I haven't really done it much. I've only done it like twice.
I wouldn't mind going out for like a crew camp trip. That'd be fun.
yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what I had a thought for on my birthday was that we all go like up to Boyne Mountain and we all just stay in a lodge cabin and just kind of just snowboard and ski, whatnot like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's
It
possible.
work.
Yeah. Ugh. What was so? Trying to think. What was one of my favorite camping experiences? Cause like I go camping a lot. My family and I are all outdoorsy. We do like dirt biking, snowboarding, boating, all of the fun stuff. So we end up camping a lot. I think one oh yeah, yeah. I remember this. So when I was moving to New Jersey, so I was like young. I was probably God. I gotta think I was probably maybe 6, 7-ish. But we ended up celebrating Halloween at a campsite before moving to our house in New Jersey, and it was pretty fun because me and my brother we already had like these cool little hoodie towels, and we went as Toy Story characters.
That's
Think
interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
See, and what was cool was that so many kids were also celebrating Halloween at the campsite.
That actually sounds kind of fun that you'd celebrate Halloween at a campsite. Did they decorate it at all?
I think they decorated a little bit. I think a lot of campers were decorated.
I mean, the campers and then their areas might have been decorated by themselves, but I mean,
I
like, the campsite itself, was it decorated?
I think I don't I like it. It's weird because you can't really remember anything from your past that like under 9 years old.
Yeah. There's very little that I remember. I remember certain tidbits, but it's not like a picture clear perfect or
Tidbits.
tidbits.
Tristan, give us a camping experience of yours.
I can only think of a short, funny one. So
Do it.
it was like a middle of the night, and then like I had to go. So I'm going outside out of the tent, and me being little, I'm peeing in the corner of the tent, and so happens my dad's head is there, but it's not hitting it. He's just it's in the corner of his ear, and he just just hears it. He
Just
doesn't
wakes
tell
up-
me right away. He
wakes
tells
up
me right in the
and
morning.
Just
Right in the
drops
morning,
water.
he's telling me like, "Were you peeing last night?" It's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's
It's right in the corner of my ear. Oh,
You peed in his ear.
amazing. So actually, so for a lot of my camping experience, when I used to live in California, I would end up going to visit Reno, Nevada, because my dad would be working up there. So so it'd be like a 3 hour drive to get there, and we have an RV parked in the campsite at all times. So we just walk in and voila.
Right.
And there would be so what was cool is that nearby was this water park. There was a whole bunch of slides, drop off, pitch black one of the swirl slides, round down, fucking you took a shit or something. But anyway, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have really, really intense fear of heights.
Really?
But
no,
then
I
again,
didn't.
everyone has a fear of dying, so.
I don't.
I have
Wait,
a fear of dying.
but
no,
basically,
no comment.
this slide
Oh no.
was like a fucking wall. It wasn't as steep as it, but it was just about as much that I was like, oh fuck.
Wait, was it those kind of like the dropping slides where you step into the chamber and then
No,
they
no, no, no.
take the floor away and then you just fall?
It wasn't. I've been on one of those. Those are oh fuck. You just hear the beep noise. And I'm like, what the
Those
fuck?
are oh fuck. Okay, I actually have a
Yeah.
story. I went up to like Boyne Mountain. This isn't really camping, but I went up to Boyne Mountain for a vacation, right? And then
Yeah.
they had the water park there.
Yeah.
That exact same slide that I'm talking about, the style of it, they had it there. I was so afraid. My dad forced me on it. I was young too. Like I was jeez. Maybe 12, 13, 14-ish.
Yeah.
It was when we went up to our cabin one year and they surprised me with a party. Or not a party, but a trip to Boyne. Fun fact, that's where I lost one of my Pokemon games. Is in the hotel room at Boyne Mountain.
Oh my god, which one was it?
It's the one with Giratina. So
Guaranteed. I reckon that's
platinum version.
yes, platinum.
Yeah. I lost my friend. I haven't talked to him in years, by the way. His name is Devin. We met him in 2nd grade.
He sounds like a bitch.
No, he was actually really cool and funny. But he gave me he gave me a random DS cartridge at at summer camp. And this is how I actually met Tristan, was at that summer camp. He only went there for like 3 days. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember a thing there. I'm surprised he does.
Yeah, I'm surprised I do too, because both Tristans that I met there, it was you and then it was another Tristan who actually just graduated this year. Anyways,
Dang.
this Devin guy, he gave me a random DS cartridge and I put it in my DS after like, because it had the glue on because of the thing was scratched off.
Okay.
So I had to take off the glue and it was Pokemon Platinum and I'm like, bro, I remember having a Pokemon Pearl version. Hayden moment.
Hang on.
I'm gonna keep explaining it to you guys. So I had a Pokemon Pearl version, and it was entirely hacked. Like, you're only supposed to get one of each legendary, right? That's the whole point of the game. Like, you finish the game, and then you catch the legendaries as like a bonus thing. It was hacked. Anyways, I lost that as a child, and then I lost that cartridge at Boyne Mountain. Anyways, that's that story.
Wow. Alright, now back to my fucking fear of heights story. So there's 2 slides and it would overlook the entire area. One was a tube slide. You get in a tube like depending on
Those are
if you're with
so
someone.
fun.
Yeah, but it was like pitch black, and it was either my, and since I was like what 7, 8ish, it was either fear of the dark or fear of heights. I
And
went
in
for
your
fear.
case, was it both?
Yeah, I had both. I had both when I was younger.
I kind of had the same thing. I would go to this park. It's not too far from here. It's called Turtle Cove. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if
I've gone.
anyone's. Yeah, okay, Steven's been there. So they have a tube slide and then they have a normal slide. Me and this one kid, his name is Kyle. He's pretty cool, and I actually talked to his mom recently, but
Whoa, getting the.
I swear to God. Anyway, it was just like a catching up thing. Anyways, me and him would always take the double tube down one of those slides. Always. And it was high up. Like, it would overlook the entire park, just like you said.
Yeah, but the thing about this one was, it was either that or the one slide that just died straight fucking down, and then it'd shoot you as far as the other slide. I went down that slide first, and oh my god, my bare back, it was, oh, it hurt.
I'd imagine. See, that's what I don't get about water slides. Is like, if you bump your back at a certain point, it's gonna hurt so bad.
That's why I actually used to go through this phase where I wouldn't, I would only wear swim shirts.
Really?
Yeah, it was mainly because I didn't want to put on too much sunscreen. It bugged me at one point, and like I sunburn real easily, because Irish over here.
Yeah.
So at one point I was just like, so now I'm just like, fuck it, I got Billy, and just fucking dump sunscreen on me.
I
Well,
think
good
we
for you.
oh, I think we took out the topics to another level because our third topic we already kind of started discussing.
Like we really gave a shit on the order of it or what we're doing in the first place.
No, no,
Well, the
no,
water
no.
park reminds me of
Camping,
something.
well, camping and go ahead, just.
So like this water slide, right? You're going through it, and then you go this thing where you're spinning around in it, and then you drop down.
There's one like that at Boyne Mountain, and I went on it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
hit my
fun.
head, back of my head of it.
Oh, I
Oh
know exactly
no,
what
Freaking,
you're. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
dude!
That
I actually seen this.
sucks.
I've seen this once. It was one of those swirl slides, right?
yeah.
And basically, someone fell off their tube, and it was so fucking funny. And
Uh,
someone got stuck behind the thing because there was like a wall and then one entrance in down into the main pool.
It reminds me, like, sometimes when I'd go on those tube slides, I would always try to purposefully get off the tube to experience it without the tube. And act
Oh,
like I fell off the tube accidentally.
Oh my god.
You actually did that?
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it was like a normal tube slide. It wasn't one of the spiral ones.
Dude, all I gotta say is the weird thing, I think it was I think it was probably, okay, it was one of my siblings. I can't remember which one. They're both weird. And basically, they would purposely try to get the lifeguard's attention by acting like they're drowning.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
They probably
Yeah.
got so mad.
Nah, the lifeguards didn't even pay attention. Well, no, they. Let me rephrase that.
They were on their phones, you know.
No, let me rephrase that. They were paying attention. They just knew he was acting because my mom was like, "Oh, don't worry about him. He's just being fucking weird." It was-
They're just, the lifeguards are just texting. It's like, did you hear something? No. Someone's just background
This
drama.
whole job,
Not even
he's just not paying
phones.
attention.
They got like a pocket on the fucking high chair they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are some cool chairs. Like, if you just lowered it to the ground. you'd have a pocket on your normal like fucking patio chair. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Wait, what do you mean pocket on patio? All you gotta get is a freaking garden chair.
Or that garden chairs work.
Yeah. Like, they're comfy. You could just set your phone in the fucking cup holder.
Yeah, true.
True,
At that
man,
point,
but-
you could just get like a lawn chair or not a lawn chair, but a foldable chair, a camping chair.
Something like that, man. Actually, every time me and my family we go camping, we always bring lawn chairs because, well, that's main. What else are you gonna use? Those are the easiest things to bring on a camping trip.
Stump.
Stump. You just where are you gonna get a stump? Are you just gonna be like? Are you just gonna be like, hello, I like order one stump, please. Like,
Find
dude.
one in the woods, my guy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, indeed.
Dude, one of my favorite parts about camping, it's got to be s'mores, because I just steal the Hershey bars.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, I'll have like 2 s'mores, of course, out of respect, but give me like a bar of graham crackers, a bar of Hershey's, and 2 marshmallows, and I think I'm good for the night. And 2 s'mores.
For real.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
One of my favorite things to do is to camp, especially if the area involves like some physical activity. Like I went to this one camp, right, and they had one of those like big old What are those things called? Like they're sort of blow up things. They look like giant fucking pillows or something.
I have
What
no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know either. They're like giant trampolines, and if you fall off, you land in sand, and you kind of scrape yourself a little bit, but then you get up, and you're like, wow, that was fun. Time to go die again.
No, what I'm thinking of is the opposite. You put it in the water, and then you jump on it, and then someone else goes flying into the water.
No, that wasn't it. It was something close to that, but it was like probably a little more inflated and a little less springy.
A little less fun because it hurt when you fell in the sand.
Not entirely. You just scrape yourself a little bit and be like, oh, how'd that get there? Anyway, I'm gonna do that again.
Scrape yourself a little bit. Yeah, less fun.
A little bit of scratch. It's not less fun. It's just there.
There.
Anyway, basically, this camp I went to, oh my god, I can't wait to tell this story because Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, so basically, right next to the thing I was trying to explain was there were these water balloon launchers, and they would launch to the other, each one would launch to each other, and you would have to get the other person wet. It was fun, but basically, and it was, oh my god, this was basically a Karen experience here, because what ended up happening was so ironic in the end. I ended up, so basically, fuck, I ran out of words. Give me a sec. So basically,
Nice.
this kid, these little, how do I say this without sounding a little racist?
Oh god.
So there were these little black kids. All right, there were about 5 of them. They had water guns, so it was kind of fun. And before they showed up, I made friends with 3 other kids, sort of around my age, and they were all pretty cool. One of them was a little chunky. That's gonna be a little important later because he's got thick skin for a thick reason. But basically, I don't know what happened. We were all playing, we were all hanging out, it was all nice. All of a sudden, I think one of the kids threw a temper tantrum, and he hit the water gun against the thick boy's back, and it broke.
Oh,
So
no.
I was like, oh, dude, I was like, oh shit. So, per usual, all those little kids go scrambling away, and it wasn't even their guys' mother, it was like their aunt or something. It was some sort of relative. So, these kids, being a few years younger than me being 12, I was like, okay, hold up. I got this. I can reason. As it turns out, no, I cannot.
Dude, you can't reason with children. It's impossible.
No, I wasn't I was reasoning with the aunt.
Oh.
Because she was like, because she was saying y'all broke my kid's water gun.
I thought you were trying to say you were reasoning with the kids, and I'm like, no, you can't reason with children.
You can't reason with kids,
You can't
dude. They
reason
all
with
play
children.
Fortnite. God damn it. So basically, I tried to reason with her, right? And apparently said wrong term. I use frickin', because apparently Christians don't like that one or some shit. She apparently didn't like that, and she was calling, like, security or manager or some bullshit. Classic Karen stuff.
Karens.
Anyway, yeah. So while I was defending these kids, one of the workers there came up to us and was trying to figure out what was going on. So I calmly explained the situation, even why she freaked out. And then she said, "You guys can go ahead and go." She was like 18 or something, so she was kind of cool with it. Pretty sure it all ended up being fine in the end. But ended up going to their camp. I had a few watermelons. I made it a little bit of friends. It was awesome because it was one of the camps I got to go to and just freely walk around for fun. Because, well, the place was kind of memorizable.
I like those places where they allow you to walk around and they don't really have any rules about it. I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, what ended up happening later, as it turns out, my brother, in the meantime, made friends with that same family. You bet you can see where this is going.
A little bit.
Anyway, what ended up happening was they invited my brother, and Hayden was like, "Oh, cool, just bring me along." Or he was gonna take me along, so they were all having s'mores, and as it turns out, those kids were actually trying to warn me about their aunt, because she was probably gonna because even they were scared of her, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't gonna fuck with me either.
Yeah.
But and I think she was like I can't remember what she said. All I remember is that, what the fuck did she say? That's all that came to my mind. Like, it was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was like my first
understand.
whole experience. She said something like, "Oh, I forgive you," or something like that, and I was like, "Oh my
Was it in one of
god!"
those like really smirky attitudes as well?
It's something like that. I think it
Yeah.
was like a big ass family, and they were staying in like a couple of cabins all put together, and then this one patio right in front of them with a bonfire in the middle. It looked beautiful. I loved that campground. It was
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, that's my camp slash Karen story.
That's
Pretty elaborate
nice.
story.
It was still a pretty good camp experience.
All right.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
I think we're just about out of time here, so hope y'all
Really?
enjoyed.
We basically just ran
Yes.
out of stories.
Dude, we're at 53 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I didn't even think we'd get this long, but we're kind of out of time, so 2 weeks from now, another podcast, should we say?
Yeah,
Of course. Of course.
and hopefully the video will come out soon of the hot sauce.
Should be either next Wednesday or the Wednesday right before that. Yeah?
That sounds good.
All right. Well, there it is, guys. Episode 2. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Peace.